Brian E. Brian Rose, OPMG, the usual suspects up in the chair waiting for this. Call to the Pen HQ, fastest show in MLB, absolutely anywhere. You know it. Love it. Can you believe it? Last wacky Wednesday of the regular season. Baseball season's over. I can't believe it, man. We've been here every single day of it, man. Me and Coop doing the thing that we do with me and you, the Call to the Pen crew. Grab the spear, grab your shield. Get ready to join the phalanx here at 300, where we give to the books nothing and take from them everything. Brian David, yet another. We're collecting Brian's like the gems. Brian's they're inevitable. All right, everybody. Let's do the thing we do. Full slate again. One afternoon game on the slate, another afternoon game, part of a doubleheader. And if you know me outside of the show, BGC we see, then you know I'm crying about a fantasy league. Right now, I'm trying to land this qualifier. It's not going well. I was in first place for 25 weeks. I just slipped out of first. Braxton Garrett lost a 2-start yesterday. And instead of getting Luke Casey, he's getting Cody Senga. And you really need wins. I'm not going to get one. Forget getting two. Insight, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Bright and early here at the restaurant where the chefs eat. Make sure you're following everybody up in the comment section. A lot of really sharp up-and-comers. Really kind of plus EV bet stuff going on. What else do you expect? We're like the sun with a gravitational pull of sharpness. Wick's up in here. Good morning, all, and good morning to you. All right, everybody, let's do the thing. Get right into the games again. It's pretty much a full slate. We'll try and just blow through them. I've been saying this for a while. I've been getting into my conservatism. Right? So yesterday I was a donkey parlay and we hit it. And it's like, I don't even want to encourage myself for this bad behavior with donkey parlays. Then, of course, I got back into strikeout props. I realized there's only a couple days left. You know, and I had some time. So I started crunching them. And then I realized why I got away from them. I mean, honestly, I just hate them. I hate the umpiring. I really do. Check out my Twitter handle, of course. Isak Paredes at 155 makes it all the way plus 155 to not strike out, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. Not a bad deal for a guy who's got good disciplinary metrics. Pitcher on a bump, not striking guys out. Makes it all the way to the 9th inning. First pitch is in the other batter's box. Cold strike. 5th pitch in the other batter's box. Strike 3, you're out. And it's so tilting. It's so tilting. So that's not how I like to play. I love those props because I hit the lotto toilet parlay, but come on, everybody. All right, let's do the same thing. I've got some more donkey love for everybody. I'm at least, at the very least, we're very transparent and very open. Though I was honest yesterday about the ones that were closer, the games that you wanted to, bet straight. Everything ended up hitting. So, Call to the Pen, blackjack here. Yeah, Insight, no. Dude, did I not kind of nail that one, though? Insight says Davies was a pig, but the White Sox pitching was worse. If you remember, I had already posted Arizona for my sub, so I said good for the goose, good for the gander. And as I was breaking that one down, I was like, I can't believe I have money on Davies right now. He came out, got shelled, and I was like, here we go again. But the thesis did play out, right? Urania was terrible, and then we were going to pound the bullpen, and our bullpen was going to be good, and that's exactly what happened. So it's giving up 3 or 4 in the first, remember, is never going to instill a ton of confidence. But we did kind of nail that one. Yeah, we did kind of nail that one. So on Inside, I've noticed that you'll do that and be kind of courageous, where sometimes I'm a bit cowardly, where I just want to never give up any runs. You can't always do that. The pricing was good. We had the edge. So let's get into it. Yeah, BGC mentioned the Cubbies lead. Thank goodness I wasn't touching that one. Listen, I've got a nose for chalk, right? Avoiding chalk. And listen, don't go up against the Braves. All right, let's just get into it. Now we got to hurry. Front-loaded all the BS, everybody. As if there's no more coming. So, okay, we're going to skip Brandon Pfaadt and the Diamondbacks against Luis Patino is back, but he's with the White Sox. I like the Diamondbacks. I've been rolling with them. White Sox are just awful, but that one's afternoon. I'm leaving it alone. First up, it's the Reds and Andrew at bet on the bump plus 110 dog on the road against Shane Bieber Fever and those Guardians. Man, I was really into Abbott early on. And maybe he's another one of those guys, like we've mentioned, youngsters just getting into it, getting accustomed to the workload and maybe eating them up. Abbott has the 3.7 ERA, 3.8 expected. I like 27K. We like 17 KBB. We like, but 10% walk, 37 ball, 9% miss, then 52 ground ball, 43 hard hit. Right. So if you're putting 53% of the balls in the air, 43% of those, the total is going out at 95 miles an hour. That's how you get in trouble. He hasn't even really been punished for the home runs, but you expect him to struggle at home. He's kind of struggled on the road. ERA masking some poor indicators, and again, a 6 ERA last 40 days. I think he's running out of gas, so I think I'm going to leave this one. Bieber's actually been good. I thought we're going to get after him. But, he's a GOAT. And, you get that cerebral stuff from him, right? You're always going to get control. He's kind of said goodbye to the strikeouts. 19.5 K to only 7 walk, but 30 CSW, so he's landing those cold strikes, right? Something we've been talking about all year. 67 first strike, getting ahead. 47 ground ball, keeping it down. 1 home run per 9. So Bieber, it's a little bit boring, but, it's a professional profile, right? From an older guy that we know has skills. The ERA's inflated last 40 days. I've got a 7 ERA, but all the indicators are at like 3, not even 4. They're at 3. So when you got a 4-run disparity, I think you got to give the pitching edge to Bieber Fever. Cleveland offense starting to tick up also. Doubles, steals, Ks, lots of contact, not hitting the ball hard, but they get on and they run. Cincinnati's starting to hit as well. 12% walk rate, don't expect that, but they're also running. 17 steals last 500 PAs. They haven't really hit righties, although I said that yesterday, and this game spun off the rails. So this one's probably going to go over. This one's probably going over again. These teams kind of hit in bunches, and the bullpens have been really brutal. Cincinnati bullpen out of gas. 5.86 ERA, 5.12 Sierra last 55 innings, 13% walk. My man Alexis Diaz struggling. Again, a lot of work. These guys never done it before. The youngsters run out of gas. So as much as I like Abbott and I like the Reds, I can't really go that way because the Reds are hitting so they can get to Bieber. Abbott's not pitching great as of late, so Cleveland might get to them. They're hitting also. Cleveland has not touched lefties whatsoever. But I think I'm going to leave this one alone. Probably a cross out for me. Next up, I have this one modeled like to the gill. I'm a total fraud right now. Because if it were early in the season, let's put it this way, I'd be betting on the Rays right now. Okay, because I know I have the Rays modeled up to a point that they should, it's easily worth it to go after a plus 120 line. Tyler Glasnow on the bump for the Flatfish of Florida on the road in Boston against Brian Bellissimo, Mr. Bayo, and the Red Soxers. Plus 110. Gosh, man, the more I talk about it, is the F5 like that too? This line, you don't hear me say this often. This line, stinks to me. Yeah, we got to go F5. You have to go F5. If you want to avoid, the road stuff, the bullpen stuff, though, the Tampa bullpen's been excellent also. Glasnow's not really a distance guy. Let's go Glasnow v. Bayo. Yeah, Bayo struggled a bit on the road. He's been good. 4.11 ERA, 1.3 whip, kind of just the guy stuff. The CSW is low because he struggles getting the breaking pitches over. Bit too much contact, but he's been an absolute ground ball machine. 56% ground ball for Bayo for Boston. Yeah, let's take the F5. If we tie, we'll push it. Excuse me. No big deal. I'm working the lozenges. My throat's falling apart. We got allergies going on. Glasnow's been the damn GOAT. I mean, when this guy's on the bump, he's insanely good. 3.7 ERA, 110 whip, 627 OPS. I'm not buying the 3.68 ERA at all. He's much better than that. 3.16 Sierra. 25% K minus BB, right? Not 25K. 25K minus BB. 35 whip, 69 first strike, 83 zone contact. He does everything. ERA inflated last 40 days, 4.72, masking a 3.3 Sierra and a 2.9 xFIP. That's really the pitcher that we're going to get. Boston has not been good on offense, 72 WRC plus, bottom 5 against the lefties, expected WOBA last 30. The walk rate below 7. OBP as a team, last 500 PAs below 300. I think they're going to struggle today. Tampa Bay offense looking okay, better than average, but just a touch. 107 WRC plus, the 260 batting average, 23 doubles are all above average last 500 PAs in the last 2 weeks. They're doing a thing. We've always gotten decent disciplinary stuff from them. Funny, they chase a lot, but don't K a lot. They're aggressive. Too many ground balls, but they are hitting the ball hard. So again, just give me Tampa. I think, Glasnow is a is a slam dunk for, 5 clean innings. So give me Glass now through 5, and if we don't get it, we don't get it. Again, I think worst case is a tie here. And if you're not into the F5 stuff, Tampa has the big time bullpen edge, 4.18 ERA, but a 2.72 Sierra, one flat whip last 47 innings. Boston are on the wrong side of average, on the wrong side of 4.5 on all the indicators and stuff. So either way, I have Tampa. Next up, Patrick Corbin and the Nats on the road, 210 dogs against Grayson Rodriguez and the Blackbirds with orange vests, those Baltimore Orioles playing in Baltimore, man. You got it. Baltimore in Baltimore is so good. They're really doing good things, and I think we need to add Baltimore to the list of teams that we push to the fore because they get a lot out of their pitchers, right? Thing is, I think come playoff time, this Baltimore team's in a lot of trouble, not because I'm a Yankee fan, and they're much better than we are. Outside of Grayson Rodriguez, it's kind of like a rough go. Well, maybe Means is good, and he's a bulldog. Maybe you get like 5 clean from him. But let's be honest, Gibson and stuff. It's not like playoff pitching, the way we traditionally think about it. Rodriguez is our trajectory guy. We've beaten this to death. 4.5 ERA, 1.35 WHIP. But we're not buying any of that because he's been so freaking good as of late. He came up and got crushed, came back. Last 40 days, 2.3 ERA. He's been excellent. He has a 1.16 stuff plus on the Saris model. 25K to only 8 walk. As Rook, he's been excellent. Patrick Corbin, not any good, but they're going to continue to roll out. He gets paid a lot of money. 2 stink. 175 innings on the year, 5 ERA, and a 1.5 whip. All the indicators are trash. Expected ERA north of 6. Single-digit KBB, single-digit swing and strike. 21 whip and a 90 zone contact. Everything that we like to go after. Jay, Baltimore Orioles are the first part of the Donkey Parlay. Okay. So, problem here was the total price. This one I wouldn't even recommend paying the run line. I would pair this money line before it, although I don't like the greediness of the run line unless the price is really good. I really like to get plus pricing. We're not getting that. Also, the Baltimore bullpen has kind of struggled, and we've seen the Nationals bullpen kind of flash at times. I mentioned the Baltimore bullpen struggles, but we like the day off. They used all their big guys yesterday, all went a full load because that was a 1-0 game. So maybe pump the brakes on Baltimore to carry it again, though I don't see any reason why they don't just crush Patrick Corbin. We're at that time of the year, right? The disparity of really good teams that are not only good and are healthy, that pitch and they hit with good bullpens, and they're pushing for the playoffs against teams that are broken and hurt and poorly managed with lack of skill, and players thinking about playing golf. So, again, if you're going for the cover, you go for the cover. I should ask for the price. When I see the minus 250 on the money line, I figure the run line is going to be like minus 150. Although I just flicked over to my offshore and it was like 115, which is a little ridiculous. Jay, all right, let's take the run line, man. The reason is even though I half bashed it, in my mind, I usually have $1. This is something, man, I didn't want to do too many lessons. We have a lot of work to do. However, one of the things we do get a lot of here, the question is, how do we decide between money line and run line? And the answer is pretty much pricing. Minus 250 on the money line is probably where this game would normally be. Generally on the run line, you get about a full buck, right? You get 100 cents or a buck, whatever. So I see 250, I subtract 100, I think 150, and I think I'm not paying that 150. But if they're going to get you from 250 to 110 and give you $1.40 for that run, you take the $1.40 for the run. Like, you have the distinctive edge. So Baltimore has him every which way. The offense has struggled a bit, but they have hit lefties really well. Corbin's not very good. Again, I just think this is they outclassed the bum rock. Next up. I don't even know if this one is listed. I have a hard time finding it. I had to take like an action shot on the money line, which again, we want anyway. But Jay, if you can get pricing up on the Detroit Tigers, they'll be hosting the Royals with Cheese and Jonathan Bolin, who's going to make his major league debut. Now, again, I don't pretend to know everything about prospects. I generally tell you to be wary of prospects, right? Brandon Pfaadt, Grayson Rodriguez, guys came up and they were terrible. So if you like paid big time fantasy capital, or if you were betting on them, with juice, you got absolutely crushed. You got the floor mop with your face. Now, this is actually an interesting bit to the pricing because here, you see Detroit at minus 210, but the run line price is almost similar to the Baltimore one that we just looked at. So you always want to look at the pricing. At plus money, we'd probably go for a run line here. This is another donkey play. Well, I'll tell you what we should do, Jay? Go with the run lines and then put a buck on the donkey at the end, right? So just in case, like let's say we don't get all the combinations, although I think we'll get half. So Jay, let's not bury the lead. Just give me Detroit with the cover. I guess it is bowling again. I don't pretend to know about these guys, but I do know how to look them up. So bowling, I mean, generally, good performance gets you promoted. 102 innings for Bolin in the minor leagues this year. He has a 5.9 ERA. Yikes. He has a 10% walk rate with a 1.6 whip, a 5.4 FIP with nearly 2 home runs per 9. So, yeah, you will probably think he should get smoked. Tariq Scuba looks like a freaking Cy Young out there. 2.94 ERA with a 0.95 whip and a 5.49 OPS. Hachi, Machi, Liberace, 2.33 expected ERA with a 2.9 Sierra. 32K to only 5 walk. This is like pure sex if you're into this stuff. By the way, if you'd like to follow along with any of this cool data we're dropping, follow me on Twitter at John Laghezza on the Blackbird X Twitter handle, whatever the hell they're calling this thing nowadays. And check out the tweet. Man, it'll take you right to the doc. It's all absolutely free. Go check it out. I think I do a pretty good job compartmentalizing a lot of these statistics that I use, but I'll help you understand it. And I think also if you're listening to this while you're looking at it, not only will you better understand me and my stupid motor mouth, but going forward, you kind of template these things. Human learning's about repetition, right? It's 10,000 repetitions. You're an expert. When you begin to look at these pitchers in terms of, right, there's no accident. I go in that order. It's how I understand it. It's how I teach it. And it's how now I have people learn surface stats, indicators, discipline, elevation into batted ball quality. Crip Zombie, yo, welcome aboard, man. Grab the spear, grab your shield, part of 300 now, man. You are part of the Phalanx, where we give the book nothing and take from them everything. Best sports betting show going by far. My goodness. Thank you for all you do. Whoa. How about that, man? If you are listening to a baseball betting show the last week of September, you are one of us. One of us. Truly degenerative behavior in all of the best ways. Iron sharpening iron. I use the word degenerate because it generally has a negative connotation. I'm a degenerate in the right way. Surrounding myself with positive people, common goals, good information with great work ethics. Yeah, okay, I'm a degenerate for that shit. Yo. Let's do it. All right, so give me Detroit to cover it up, and then we can kind of keep him in the side bin. Next one. I got another misprice, Jay. We're bound to look stupid. Let's keep the run line party going. Although, you know what? I can't do it. I just can't do it. All right, let's take a break. It's the Pirates and Johan Oviedo against Power Ranger Suarez and the Phillies. Again, I was thinking about the run line train. I got Phillies at minus 120. The Phillies are rocking right now. Maybe they were expecting some kind of letdown with the clinch. I don't know. Don't think it matters. 3.89 ERA, 1.38 whip from Suarez. Kind of just the guy stuff, but he does the things that get you by, right? He's working the zone. He gets ahead, keeping it down, 49% ground ball. Suppressing hard contact, 8% barrel, 2% blast, sub-1 homer 9, 316 expected WOBA. Oviedo's been okay. Also, the thing I wanted to attack was a little bit of, I got some negative regression stuff for Oviedo. He has a 2.23 ERA last 40 days. He does not have a single indicator that's not about 5.25. So I think we get a little bit of turnaround as far as luck goes for Oviedo, and then the Philly offense is really good. Funny, sometimes these WRC plus numbers look a little wonky to me. Why do I say it? Pittsburgh, 104 WRC plus, they're hitting the ball hard, putting the ball in the air. However, 29% K, 12.5 swing and strike, 84 zone contact as a team last 500 Ps is really weak. Philly's 98 for average, but they have the sellout stuff going. And then I think that's what we're looking for. That's what they do. Also, that mean piece, right? The thing that we've been looking for. The part inside since you can't cap the alcohol consumption. As I was talking about, Brendan Marsh looked wrecked, bro. He was wrecked right in that bowl. Good for him, man. I've been doing the same thing. A couple of those guys having fun. So, man, maybe we should bump the brakes. I don't know. I still feel pretty good about the 120. I got to be honest. I really do. I don't think it matters. I mean, everything's lined up. The Pittsburgh bullpen is just completely falling apart. They have a 6.7 ERA last 58 innings. Jay, I'll leave that one up to you. If you want the 120, 115 on the Phillies, you're a pretty sharp dude. You go for it. If not, as it's sinking in, you're worried about all the booze. Are you worried about the boozing? If you're worried about the boozing, then you're worried about the losing. Oh, you heard it here first. We're a poet. Didn't even know it. All right, let's do one more game, and then we'll get you to do that read, Jay. Get yourself prepared. Put that handsome face in the mirror and just get yourself amped up. Not only the best producer, but good friend, great ad reader, bright future in this industry, Jay, if you choose for it. Next up, New York Yankees. Garrett Cole on the bump against the Bluebirds. Colt 45 against Joe Berries. Split money here again. Lots of weird pricing, and I guess it's to be expected down the stretch. Jay, would you hate me? You got him. How do you not like the Yankees through 5? I mean, I've got Yankees through 5. I've got Toronto on the catch-up, but you got to give me Garrett Cole and the Yankees through 5. Minus 105. I didn't post this one, although I do definitely like it. So let's get a piece of this one. I mean, Garrett Cole's awesome. Right, the one truly bright spot on the Yankees. 275 ERA with a 1 flat whip. He's already at 200 innings. 27 K to only 6 walk. 21 KBB. 67 first strike. 33 chase. You know, a lot of the things that we like, and in particular, I think the most important thing, right? Like I mentioned, a low walk rate down to 6, that was important. The number one thing for Garrett Cole was cutting the home runs. That number down at 0.9. 0.9 homer 9, 283 expected WOBA from the big dog. He is the man, yo. 1.6 ERA last 40 days. All the indicators firmly below 3. 121 stuff plus on the Ceres model. Joe Berry's good, but not great. You know, 3.6 ERA, 118 WHIP, but all the indicators more like 4.25. 17 KBB, 29 CSW. He does get this off-speed stuff over. He gets ahead. He's kept the ball down. You know, he's done a lot of good stuff. I don't mean to bash Berrios. I feel like we were one of the few people on him early in the season. My beef here is the pricing, because I think we have the, you know, distinct upper hand. Also, Toronto's just not hitting. 203 team batting average. That's a 631 OPS, 5% barrel, 75 WRC plus. Yankees really not any good, but they've been better as of late. Double-digit walk rate at the center of it. They don't chase, hit the ball hard, and I think that's going to be it for Berrios, right? If the misses are getting lifted because they're not buying his junk, Yankees and Cole, I mean, again, it's not like Yankees are great. We're winning 10-0, yo, bing bong. But I think I like the Yankees at minus 105 through 5. I actually didn't ask for the first 5 price. That was a full game price, Jay. Is the first 5 price close enough? It's got to be, right? 115 or inside that minus kind of 120 loop. I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, dude, it's 105. Hey, listen, this sounds stupid. I'm normally not that kind of better. You get Garrett Cole through 5 innings near even money, and it's not. Again, we're not trying to bash the Blue Jays, but like Berrios is good. He's not, you know, he's not even Glasnow, so he's not Verlander. You got to go with Yankees through 5. If we have any Canadians out there today, I'll be on TSN today, right? That's your ESPN. It's ESPN Radio or whatever, TSN at 2:30, talking Blue Jays. I'm going to try and look for some bright spots. I just ran you through the offense, really not any good. And, you know, they're striking out and they're not making contact. When they do, the ball's in the ground. This is really tough. They started to tick up against righties. Will it matter against Cole? I'm not 100% sure. Toronto bullpen, I know they had a rough go yesterday. They've been good. So give me the Yankees through 5 and move it up. Actually, you know what? Let's take a quick break right there. Let the big man catch a big breath. Jay, clear your throat through the ad read thing you do so damn well.
For sure, John, I got you. If you're looking to sign up for new sportsbooks, guys, the easiest way to improve as a sports bettor. So you should check out BetStamp, betstamp.app. BetStamp simply is an odds comparison tool, compares odds across every sportsbook, including games, player props, and futures. Save time and money by downloading the app today. And if you're looking to sign up for new sportsbooks, head over to betstamp.app/call to the pen. And if you sign up through that page, it helps support the show. Now back to John.
Two days in a row. Will you believe this, man? Will you believe this? Oh, sigh. Well, when I'm not talking to myself on mute, I'm telling you that we need to hurry up. Being muted, not helping that. But what will help us is that this one is Marlins and Mets, who both stink. Neither care. It's a second end of a doubleheader, and it's not on the board yet because we're not sure who's pitching. I've got Cueto v. Lucchesi. Again, I'm very, very, very bitter. I was supposed to get Garrett versus Lucchesi and a win for the Marlins. Instead, I get Garrett versus Senga, and the Marlins are going to lose. Absolutely brutal. When people in the comments are telling that you're muted, you were talking to yourself for probably a few seconds too much longer than you should. Man, hate that stuff. All right, live TV is what it is. Can't let it stop us, right? Control the things that we can, which is great analysis. It's the Baby Bears and Jameson Tyon on the bump, plus 135 dog on the road against the Bravos and Darius Vine. I did not know a lot about Vine. He's only had a couple of outings. He has the giant indicator split, which is really tough. Inside says road team is 11-1 in the last 12 Dreckman games, NY and Toronto. See when I talk about plus EV stuff in the comment section? Who the hell is digging that up? All right, back to it. Vine's always interesting for me. These become my cross-offs. One, Tyon has been really up and down, right? Let's start there. 5 ERA, 1.3 whip. We've seen the indicators kind of bounce up and down. Now the expected ERA is back near 5, even with the 4.3 Sierra. Not enough strikeouts, even with the limited walk rate, because there are too many fly balls, 42, too many barrels, 11%, 11% barrel. Right? That's going to get you in trouble. He's been better as of late, however. You do never want to go up against the Braves at all. That'd be like a total coward. But they're awesome. The Cubs are hitting as well. So you kind of get the validation. Should you go get it? I worry, this is what I wanted to get to. Maybe this year, maybe this offseason, maybe I'll dive into this because it's something I kind of struggle with. Right, so you get Vines. 4.4 ERA, 112 whip, 687 OPS. Feels good on the surface. OPS and whip kind of making the line. XFIP, K-Walk ERA, and Sierra all north of 5. Not any good. However, expected ERA, which we know is the most correlative, the best descriptor in season to earn runs, is at 3.19. A 2-run disparity between my two favorite indicators, Sierra and expected ERA, kind of bothers me. Let's take a look. 15K is way too low. 8% walk is probably average, but a 7 KBB is not any good. 26 ESW is right around average. It's called a little less than average, so the off-speed stuff must land. 64 for a strike, he gets ahead. 84 zone contact, he wins in the zone. 6% miss, he's good at not missing. Suppressing tons of hard contact. Right, so this is like, how do you like it? If you're a disciplined guy, you look and swing and misses, you need all that stuff, this is not your guy. If you're okay working around the zone, 26 hard hit, 4% barrel, 0.63 homer 9. Right, he's a contact suppression machine. But the indicator's not really buying it, and neither is the Stuff Plus model 72. I can't really get to this one. This one I kind of feel like it's more like over or nothing. But I got 9.5, so I'm going to leave it. I was hoping I was trying to filibuster over to an 8.5 or 9. Not the case. So just leave it. You can't try and pitch against these teams right now. They're rocking. Next up, this is like the donkey play of all donkey plays. Bring up the Twins. They're facing the Elephants, balancing on beach balls, those pesky Athletics. Joey Estes on the mound with his 9.64 ERA and 1,100 OPS through 5 very painful innings thus far in the major leagues this year. Up against Pablo Lopez, who has been excellent, man. 190 innings. Remember, he couldn't cross 100. 3.6 ERA, 115 whip. Doing everything, man. 29K to only 6 walk. 14.5 swing and strike. Sub 33 ball. 69 for a strike. 38-0 swing. He's a bully. Getting up, gets ahead. Makes you chase his garbage. He's just been awesome, man. Pablo Lopez, a damn goat. 4 ERA last 40 days, but all the indicators like 3.3 or below. You could definitely get with Lopez. This is another good one, Jay. Minus 265 on the money line. You know I'm not paying that. If I ever recommend that, I've been kidnapped. Okay? I've been kidnapped. Oh, I'm not even inside. I see you. I'm not even reading that one. If people want all this good stuff, they got to go into the comment section because it's available. I checked. It's available on YouTube. You go check it out. But make sure you're following Insight. Insight, drop the handle. Make sure you're hanging out with the crew. After baseball season, we want to turn this into Muppets Take Manhattan here, where we all kind of forget each other and break up. Jay, full game run prices, please. 265 in the money line. We're not going there. But are we getting $1.50 to get the run? Okay. If not, then Minnesota is just goes in the donkey bin. It's like right on the cusp. But okay, since we are betting these run lines, let's stick with the trend. Let's bet the run line, and then again we'll put the buck on the full pairing, right? So kind of hopefully backdoor if anything. Although it's such a disparity right now. You get these crazy differences in teams. Through Estes, this is just, it's comical. Again, I don't I don't get too much into 5 inning samples, but because you look at enough numbers, you got to get with some of the funnier stuff. He has a 16 and a quarter expected ERA and a 7 Sierra. That's ridiculous, man. It's so bad, you know. And Lopez has just been a damn goat. Oakland offense, we've seen the ups and downs. Right now, it's a down. We're in a down moment. Tim York, how are you, man? Oakland really on the struggle bus with the sticks. 203 batting average, sub 600 OPS. 29% K rate. Lopez going to mow him down. 49 ground balls, 68 WRC plus. Minnesota 117 WRC plus. 77 runs scored last 2 weeks. I think that's number one. If not, it's top two. Double digit walk rate. And then the combination, right, people? Again, one of the things I want to leave with you. The 40s. Think in terms of 40s on offense. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, right? And if you want to get the other one, it's 40, 40, 40, double digit. What is this fat effer ranting and raving about? Okay. Lift. Fly ball. Direction. Pull. And hard hit rate. And then the last one's the barrel. If you got 40 fly ball, 40% pull, 40% hard hit rate, 95 miles an hour. Hold on. Right, just stick with that. I like to add the double-digit barrel. That's like the, right, that's the piece of the resistance. But that's everything that you're getting from Minnesota. 42 fly ball, 40 pull, 40 hard hit. The barrel rate just shy of 10. But they're doing it. Damani S says 40, 40, 40 class in session. Yeah, man, right? Don't you love this stuff? I know it's there's so much, right? It's an absolute fount of information. I know I'm like, just spraying shite everywhere. But those pieces that stick with you, they sharpen you, right? Thinking of the pitchers in terms of templating, thinking of hitters in these terms, right? Create the benchmarks. People chase just the barrel rate. The problem, okay, this is the last lesson. Back into the games after that. The problem with barrel rate is it's based on batted ball events. Meaning, so if you have 100 plate appearances, you only make contact once, but it's a barrel. You have 100% barrel rate. You're looking for? No, you got to get enough. You got to get enough of everything. You got to get enough contact, enough hard hit balls, enough pull. You got to build more, put a couple more, ingredients in the stew. Hopefully, I'm here to make things a little bit easier. So, give me the run line for the Twinkies to win by 1 million. I think I have them modeled for a 2-run win. I mean, I'm definitely going to get thumbed in my fat eye today. All right, next up, Cardinals, Zach Thompson on the road against Wade Guy, Smiley Miley, and those beer makers minus 140 favorites at home. Thompson was supposed to go yesterday. He's got some funky stuff, man. 4.60 ERA, 1.44 whip. The whip's a little bit high. He's getting punished. It's more of a BABIP thing. 3.41 BABIP to only 9% walk. He's got a lot of good swing and miss stuff. I actually kind of like some of the stuff I see, but he's really struggled. And I don't know about the road stuff. I'm not this big like home road split guy, but it's really stark. He's a 300 batting average allowed, 900 OPS, 6.5 ERA. Thompson on the road, so I'm a little bit worried about that. I can't really back Miley. I'm never paying juice for him. I don't think he's very good. Just be careful. I heard somebody quote St. Louis struggling to hit lefties because of their WOBA. However, the expected WOBA is above average. So another one of the bits of nuance I'd like to add. I think it's really important to validate stats with underpinning stuff. Right, because that's how you get in trouble. Just quoting a K rate. To be honest, just quoting a K rate is how I made so much money this season on those strikeout props. Because the book uses K rate. We're building an underpinning. Right, so if you give me a plus 80% contact rate, a sub 30% chase rate, a single-digit swinging strike rate, and a plus 88%, let's call it in-zone contact rate, I don't give a shit what I don't care what your K rate is. I don't care. Your K rate can be 45%. I honestly don't care. To me, it's probably bad calls, foul tips. Give me the inputs. I'll figure out the outputs. I'm not chasing that stuff. So again, nuance and context pouring out our nose to the very last day. Please rate, review, and subscribe. Tag Rob Pizzola on the Blackbird app. Let him know how good of a job we're doing over here. No, we have not. We have not let up. We put the foot on the throat to the very last day. Honestly, I'm so proud of that. I think Jay is too, being part of this. Little did you know what you were getting into, Coop. I can only imagine, man. You're going to have some stories about me, brother. All right, let's go next up. I'm going to try and fly through, man. It's Ed Sheehan on a bump. The A-team, autumn leaves and such. On the road against the Rockies and Noah Davis. Again, another one. I got minus 205. Jay, bring up the run line. I mean, this is absurd. Are we getting the Dodgers with plus money on the run line in Colorado? Gosh, Colorado stinks. I know we don't generally do pitching analysis for cores. I think it's stupid. But, I mean, we can still price games and handicap. In fact, the Dodgers are an order of magnitude better than it. Now, here we go. This is probably our best case scenario, Jay. Isn't this the best case in point for pricing and how much it matters? So here's a case of people a money line at minus 210. Let's call it minus 205. But the run line is minus 140. We just went over games that they were offering over $1.30 for a run. Here we're being offered 70. So what does that mean? Jay, we're not going to pay the juice, and we're not going to put the juice in the parlay, but we can put the Dodger money line in the parlay. All right, so I think hopefully that's clear enough for everybody. Always about the pricing. I don't like to pay minus 150 for run lines. You shouldn't be pairing run lines either. That's like, honestly, I think you deserve to lose when it comes to, you deserve to lose those. Hard enough to pick who's going to win. Hard enough to pick who's going to cover. Make sure you're getting paid properly when you're covering that run. Next up, Dane, dun, minus 160, dog. Favorite, minus 160, dog. Minus 160, favorite, stupid. With the Texas Walker Rangers on the road against the Winged Lion, Griffin Canning, for the Angels. Now, again, this one is an easy one for me also. This is the bad chalk game. This is the clear bad chalk game. The private chat is so funny, man. I'm the worst. I think for next season, we're going to get you like some kind of a shock thing. I wonder if they have that. You could like remotely either like the off the rails thing or the you're muted button and you could just rat me. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry, I was an electrician at another age. I can take it. Funny stories about that, man. Some of the old timers like would laugh when the young bucks would use like testers, to see if something is alive. And they used to, I swear to God, and hit the two wires with their two fingers, and it's live. I'm like, dude, you just shot like electricity, like through your hands. It's bad for you. What's wrong with you? Young kids, yeah. What's wrong with you kids? Toughen up. So this one's bad chalk. I always think the Rangers are going to beat the Angels, obviously. But we do know these things happen. I think Canning is the better pitcher. Dunning has a 3.8 ERA, 1.29 whip. The expected ERA, the Sierra at 4.6 or worse. Singles digit swing and strike, 21 whiff, 89 zone contact. So he doesn't get swings and misses. He's going to be pitching to bats and balls. And we've kind of seen where this goes south. He has a 7 ERA last 40 days, a 160 favorite with a 7 ERA up against Canning, 4.4 ERA, but all the indicators are 3.75 or below. 26K to 6.5 walk. That's a 20 KBB. That's who you want to be with. He's a superior pitcher. All the indicators are around 3.65. Let's call it last 40 days. The problem, of course, is the Angels' offense is just absolutely disgraceful. It's one of the worst things ever, right? We're talking about sex metrics. What's the opposite? Hey, here's some celibacy metrics. The virgin metrics coming at you. 33% K rate as a team. Last 500 plate appearances. To a 5.5 walk, 14.5 swing and strike, 80 zone contact. Jay, I know they're not really doing the daily strikeout anymore. Maybe with the football stuff, they're not doing it. They don't have the attention span for it. Maybe we broke their backs. But man, that's right. That's it. Dunning is not even a strikeout guy. Do me a favor, bring up the Dunning strikeout props. There's no way for us to not do this. Like that might be a way to kind of get into an advantageous handicap without paying the juice for something I don't necessarily believe in. Right? The offense is bad. But Dunning pitches to contact everybody. But they're striking out like crazy, man. Oh, we got to get 6 strikeouts from Dunning? No way. I know there's, the book's on the Angels. No, I'm not. I don't want 6. I wanted 5. I don't want 6. I'm a chump. I'm a chump and a scaredy cat. See? Remember, people, don't ever meet your heroes. All right, we got 2 games up. The bonus 5 minutes coming at you. I'm going to get the hell out of here. This is the game you want to watch. I'm not betting on this. I don't believe there's an edge to be had. Framber Valdez on the bump for the Astros on the road against my man, Bryce Miller, and the Mariners. These are 2 of my favorite pitchers. So I don't like to do the King Solomon thing. I don't like to bet against my guys. So I got to be honest. I didn't check the totals, although, man, Houston is hitting so well. 335 team OBP, an 800 team OPS, 10% KBB, 500 plate appearances. And then they're a really, really unique combination. This is All right, this one, inside, we will drop for you because you're working so damn hard. Houston, Seattle, overs 4-1 last 5 Vanover games. I mean, see what I'm talking about? Like, this is quite literally detailed plus EV stuff that there might be an argument that this belongs behind a paywall. I mean, there's an argument that belongs behind a paywall. But there you have it. What we do here at Call to the Pen. Rob Pizzola, the pizza man, bringing you a large round. That's me. So Houston offense bringing you a very rare combination of discipline with high contact. Right? Remember, sometimes discipline just means we don't strike out. They take walks, no swing and miss. But Houston combines it with an 88% zone contact as a team. And then you get 42 pull, 41 and a half fly ball. The heart rate just shy of 40. But still, you see it reflected just throughout. And they're the best righty hitting team in the league. I mean, they're really, really good. Houston, it's like wheels up for Houston. Seattle offense, unfortunately, and I like them a lot, they're in the tank right now. And these teams will be playing for it all. So I like Miller maybe even a touch more than I like Framer. And don't tell Framer I have said that. I think Miller's a bit more sexy. I love this. Zero walk guy. He's just been righties unhittable this year. But yeah, this one I'm going to watch. Sometimes it's okay to just enjoy these games, enjoy the sport. This is, 1,000% like big playoff vibes tonight in this one. So just watch it, enjoy it, have some fun. Then next up, cross-out game. Who cares? Matt Waldron and the Padres, minus 105 against Sean Manaea and the Giants. This is like, I could not care less about any of this. I've got, if you care, I'm like way over on the first 5. Not so much on the bullpens. The bullpens have been pretty good, Padre bullpen in particular. I feel like if we go over the 4.5, we're like asking for trouble. But that's what I got. Padre offense is rocking right now. How about this? You know what? The half of the bullpen stuff that doesn't work as the Giants. Can we get a Padres team total, Jay? And if not, we're out. Not interested in any of it. Don't know where we're going to get for Waldron. I think the focus should be the Padres offense is humming. 371 team OBP, 9% KBB. I mean, they're really humming right now. 360 team WOBA. And the very best left-handed hitting team in the league. Shut up, Jay. I'm gonna run to post this for subs. You sure you have the right? I cannot believe this. Okay, check this out. San Diego just said it. Best left-hand hitting team in the league. 419 WOBA last 30. 365 expected. Those are both number 1 in the league last 30 days. Those imply like 6 runs or 6.5 runs that will run you up to like 9 or 10. Giant bullpen. 5.25 ERA last 56 2/3. 1.6 whip. 300 batting average allowed. 4 losses in the last 14 days. Jay, smash the team total, bro. It's 4.5 plus money. Absolutely. I'm absolutely betting that. I didn't put any honestly, I did not play any straight plays today because I'm a total coward. I just bet donkey stuff. I even put a picture of a donkey. I'm very honest about my own actions. I'm extremely honest. I really am. And I think that's okay. I didn't listen, if I wasn't doing content, I probably wouldn't even be betting this stuff. I'm lying. I'd be betting $1 million parlays for my toilet, like all good red-blooded Americans. But like as far as the high leverage stuff that I do professionally, I wouldn't be doing it. I'm not putting $1,000 on any of these games that I'm talking about crossing off, right? Where pitchers we don't like and teams don't care. But man, that Padre team total looking juicy. I plus money for 4.5. They're a 4.5 team. I wonder if I hate doing the fishy conspiracy stuff, but it almost makes me feel like the lineup is going to come out and we're going to hear, Tatis and Soto and Machado. Everyone's sitting today. You're going, what? Oh, you knew, scumbags knew it. But anyway, that'll do it for the full game stuff. Thank you for picking up what we're putting down here. Jay, scroll through the plays. Did you end up putting it together? Oh, Jay, of course you did. Of course Jay did. Hey, Jay, did the person who always does a great job do a great job? Well, guess what, people? The person that always does a great job did a great job for us. So the parlay, the money line parlay, right? It's Dodgers against the Rockies. We didn't like the run line. Oh, Jay, that's a chef kiss, brother. Baltimore in Baltimore, and then Detroit. So this is just the ultimate in donkey. What are we getting on this? Plus 220? Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. I actually wouldn't be surprised. I think all these lines are going to move the other way. But yeah, you get Sheehan and the Dodgers. You get Grayson Rodriguez and the Orioles, and you get Tariq Skubal and the Tigers, right? Against hapless opponents that know there's 72 hours left in the season. So I think it's okay. Again, we didn't do that all year, right? I think you could probably go through every single show, right, Jay? We did not like pair 3 and 4 favorite. You never saw me doing that. But I just think that was the time. This is what it is. This is what it is. So that'll do it, everybody. Appreciate you so darn much. That's it for the last Wednesday show of the regular season. We're still working on the playoff scheduling, exactly what we're going to do. But we're going to have something for you. Just keep it right here. Hit the notification bell, rate, review, and subscribe. Press the finger, press the like button. That stuff matters way more than it should. Hit me up on Twitter at John Laghezza. The baseball stuff is free. The football stuff going to cost you, but it's just a couple cents. Keep a lookout for Jay. He's going to be on Forward Progress tomorrow. That's Thursday. And I'll also be on Forward Progress, new time. Guess what? More of me. Woohoo! I'm going from a caboose segment. I'll be on the entire show, going roundtable this time. Hey, man, best foot forward is a saying for a reason. What are you going to do? Sometimes you got to be a little arrogant in this life. All right, that's it. This time we're getting out of here. For Mr. Cooper and Big J, we really do appreciate you for being part of the Phalanx here at 300. We may not be, big, man. But we got that 125 views yesterday, Jay. We got them, bro. I am so proud of the consistency that we've been able to maintain through the, dredge of the regular season. So, to Insight and BGC, the 47 other Brians in the room, and all the other restaurants all the other chefs that have stopped by. NBA Prop showing love, and Dream was showing love, Player Prop was showing love, Matty Dub and Frankie A. And just how we have built like we built like a legit crew here. Top down leadership and known entities with, people that care at the bottom to learn and move up. So, man, let's get out of here. Enjoy the games. Enjoy your day. When we're done with the book, enjoy the pay. Keep an eye out for some more strikeout props if I want to drive myself nuts again. NFL data is up, all that good stuff. I'm out of here, yo. Remember, when you work this freaking hard, feels a lot less like luck when you win, right? You ain't kidding. Peace.